Welcome back, Totem Pole Nation. We are live here, Southside St. Petersburg. As you see, the sun is shining. It's coming up as we speak right now. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Ooh, big day. Coach Taylor, what is going on? What's in your heart this morning, sir?
St. Petersburg, St. Pete, St. Patrick's Day.
That's it, man. Absolutely. But yeah, if I could share something with you from last night. I have a picture and it says Tony Green here. Check that out. So what happened is I'm at a restaurant with my wife and one of our best friends, and we're eating and then we're finished. And as we're finished, we're about to leave. And I noticed these three ladies walk in. And I noticed that two of the ladies have the shirts that are all kind of decked out, like almost like the homemade shirts. You know what I'm talking about, Coach?
Homemade shirts, like people painted on them or something, or
Not
what?
really painted, but like put
Heat
like
pressed.
Right, something like that. And it was something like that. And I noticed the younger lady, she was just not moving as fast as me, which that's not a lot of people anyway. But I go over there and we're leaving, and they're ahead of me, and I just stop and I say, ladies, I just want to let you know I love those shirts. The sequence, that's the word I'm looking for. They had like sequence. One of them had like it was like a tiger look, and the other one, had another logo. And I was just like, I just want to say that, I love your shirts and everything. And the one girl, the younger girl that was sitting in the middle, and she was just like, oh, thank you. She was like, today's my birthday. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Happy birthday. And then I noticed that she had, a couple drawings right there. And I said, wow, that's a beautiful drawing. And she handed it right to me. And I was just like, what? I was like, you're just going to give me this? And she was like, yeah. I was like, well, you got to sign it for me. And so she signed it and everything. And, during this whole thing, I think her mother or grandmother or whatever was just like, she goes to this, disabled school and everything like that. And I was just like, man, that's cool. That's such a cool picture. I love y'all shirts. And I got a big hug from her. I should have got a picture of me hugging her, man. Cause I tell you what, man, it made my night. You know what I mean? I had a great dinner and everything. And then, I felt like it was such a good idea to say something. You know what I mean? I could have just looked and walked away. But instead, I was like, you know what? Let me just, give him a compliment. And I did. And man, it was the best part of my night, man. Yesterday was a great day for me. I was kind of mourning over my buddy still a little bit, still letting that marinate in me. And just to get those good juices, good vibes going, man, it really made my night. And yeah, man, look at this. I posted a picture of it, on my feed. But man, I love it. She autographed it right here and everything. And so yeah, man, great way to start this week and everything, man.
Yeah, man.
But where's your green at, Coach?
I don't know. I didn't wear any green, man.
Yeah, you got it in your wallet there?
Nah, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing today, man.
Oh man,
this is Friday and I'm here, and
TGIF, the grind includes Friday. Man, some huge upsets, man. I'm sure there's a lot of UVA fans right now not feeling too well. But hey, man, Arizona, that was a huge defeat right there. They could not.
Where were they ranked?
They were number 2. They were a 2 seed. And I'll tell you what, I watched the end of that, man. The last 5 minutes, I don't believe they scored a bucket in 5 minutes. It was unbelievable. It was crazy. It was crazy basketball. And the poor kid for UVA probably had one of the best passes of all time for University of Virginia, and then turns around and has, probably the worst of his career and everything. But
Jim Tim.
but
Jim
yeah,
Tim said he was they were a 2. You are
they
correct,
were
Jim
too.
Tim.
Yeah. So yeah, big deal there, man. Big time. Yeah, but yeah, man, still going into free agency and everything. It's going to be interesting to see where the chips fall there for Aaron Rodgers. It seems like it's almost destined to go to the Jets. What are the Packers going to hold them ransom for? You know what I mean?
So Jim, James, you don't go by Jim.
Jimmy the legend.
You only go by James. I thought you told me you went by Jim. Jim Tim.
I like Jim Tim. It almost rhymes.
Yeah, it does. Jim Tim is a great name, man. It's almost like Troy Taylor.
Hey,
They just go together.
absolutely.
Kyle Anderson.
Not
Jim
so
McNally.
much, but Jim McNally, the GOAT.
Jim McNally watched Peanut Butter Falcon. He said it was so-so.
Is that right?
He said it was so-so. He did not think it was as funny as me.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah. He probably didn't know who those wrestlers
Jim
were that were involved
James
either.
or Jimmy. So your last name actually is not Tim.
Yeah, that's the real
Jim
question.
Tim. James Tim. James Tim is in the building. James is what he usually uses.
Big game, James.
I can rock with James, but I just like Jim Tim. I think it's a great name. You have name recognition.
Let me ask you this, Coach Ted. Do you remember the movie The Last Boy Scout?
Yeah, I saw it in the movie theater.
Wow, that's old school. But do you remember how the bad guy would call everybody, like if it was Jimmy, they would call him James. If it was
I don't even remember who the bad guy was.
If it was Tony, they would call him Anthony. Oh man, it was cool. Yeah.
I don't even remember who the bad guy was. I just remember the football player running down the field shooting people.
That was an electric way to start that movie. We were dialed in from there. You know what I mean? Once you saw that to open a movie, we're not leaving that theater until they tell us.
That was like Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a classic, very underrated Bruce Willis film.
Yeah. I mean, I like a lot of Bruce Willis's films. Bad Guy Razor Ramon. Yep, that's Kyle's Razor Ramon. I like Major Payne, man. I didn't see it when it originally came out, but I saw it recently.
Oh yeah,
Major Payne is an underrated movie, dude.
It is, man. It's a timeless classic, man. You can watch that anytime, and you'll still get a lot of laughs from it, man.
I like Peanut Butter Falcon. Coach McNally did not like Peanut Butter Falcon as much as me.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
but
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Coach McNally said he really thinks that guy had Down syndrome. He goes, he must be an actor, and I was like, he probably is, Coach. It was great, man. What a guy, man. Coach went to the hearing aid place. They told him he needed hearing aids.
Oh,
his wife told him that he needed hearing aids. He said it wasn't that bad. I mean, I didn't think his hearing was that bad, but hey, he's getting hearing aids, and he said they're expensive. You got hearing aids?
I probably need them. Yeah, I probably need them. I'll eventually have them, I'm sure. Trying to learn sign language until then, pretty much. Yeah.
I got a guy that can teach you.
Yeah.
Teach you sign language. Did you see the John Morant photos that they came out with? The most recent ones. Somebody found his Instagram from 10 years ago, dude.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, dude. If we go back on a lot of people 10 years ago and probably find some suspect stuff.
I don't know if it's an ex-girlfriend or it's some guy that like don't like him anymore or was a childhood friend, but somebody's letting this stuff out, man.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for people to start releasing stuff on me. Like here's one right here. Here's one of Ja. John Moran's got somebody that does not like him. By the way, was going to out. Jim Tim has made a comment now. Okay, Jim, hold on one second. Let me get your comment. By the way, was going to ask, they messing with your schools down there, get digital hearing aids. I use sign language. Wow. Man, that's something. Jim Tim, you have your first customer right here. Here's one of Ja. All right. So exclusive 12. He was number 12. Look at this little guy. Oh, look at this guy. Look, they got his old Instagram. I mean, you gotta laugh, man. There you go. Here goes some more, Kyle. Check this guy out. Oh man, somebody doesn't like him. Look at this. Drug money can buy what you want. Look at this guy. This is in 2012. 2013, dude.
Who is that? That's Ja
Morant?
Oh, really?
They've got his old Instagram. And they're putting out the pictures of him. Look at this. They're saying he's not a gangster. He's from the suburbs. I mean, it's really funny. Like, somebody really does not like this guy, man. Look.
Terrible, man.
Shannon Sharp, Dad. There you go. Check him out. There he is. Look at him, man. That's a nice house, dude. Have you ever lived in a house where they have crown molding? I mean, look at that. And a professionally mounted TV. Hate being sober. Look at that. Hate being sober. This is in 2013. Check out that little guy. Did he think he was going to become Ja Morant? Probably not. There he is right there. Look at him. He knows what he's doing, man.
He definitely got on a different He definitely got on a different path.
I can make cocaine. Well, I mean, maybe he did. There's one right here. Look at this guy. Oh, man.
That's
somebody
terrible.
Does not like, just kids, just realize when you tweet something,
they can find it
forever. Look at this guy. Somebody found Ja Morant's page from 10 years ago. Look at this guy, man. Wow. And what's the lesson? I mean, that we can take from that, Coach Ball, the life lesson.
Hey, man, you know exactly what you just said, what you post. It's going to be stuck with you. So think about what you're doing before you do it. You know what I mean? Like, put some thought behind it, you know?
But I mean, why do you think they're doing that? They're doing that just to show that he's not a gangster, or he's like how silly he is.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they would do it. You know what I mean? Maybe they just want to get hits on their views or something like that. You know, you never know, man. You never know the mindset of other people. You know what I mean?
Of a hater. I've never seen a hater that's doing better than the person they're hating on. Never.
That's a very, very good statement right there, man. Yeah. You know, don't hate me, congratulate me, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Oh, yep.
Absolutely. Okay, so we got. Go ahead.
But I do, you know, it's have you ever been to this place? Irish Kevin's Key West. Oh, it's pretty amazing place. But man, you know, we got together, you know, at St. Pete Rejuvenate, and we wanted to bless some people. So what we're doing, you know, starting today, we're going to have a raffle here until the end of the month. So it's going to go all the way. We're going to announce the winner on April 1st. Okay, April 1st. But what we're doing, all right, we're gonna need you to go to our website. All right, go to the website and email us your information. But what we're doing, we're going to be doing 3 free treatments for your ketamine regimen. Okay, and this is for depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. All right. And what it's going to entail is it's going to be 3 consecutive days. And if after those 3 consecutive days, most cases that has been enough to definitely dial back your depression. So what you guys need to go do is find us, St. Pete Rejuvenate. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Okay. Follow us, like us. But go to the website, stpeterejuvenate.com, and leave us your information and put in their raffle, and we will sign you up. We're going to do a lottery, and whoever hits on April the 1st, we're going to make that announcement. You know, And we've got people from all over, people from Florida, Virginia, Georgia, North Carolina, New Jersey. We've had phone calls from. So really excited to do this. You know, we want to bless some people that are just battling and suffering from those ailments, man. And you know, today more people are suffering. Like that's the thing with what we're doing there. I mean, almost everybody in every family has somebody that is dealing with depression, that deals with anxiety, stuff like that. So if we can help you guys out, check us out, like us, follow us, and leave us your information, because we're going to do that raffle and might just be able to change your life with some luck. You know what I mean? With some luck. Did you see the picture that I posted for our title here of Obi-Wan Kenobi?
No, I didn't see it, but I like Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it says something to the aspect of, you know, I've never believed in luck or something like that. Obi-Wan Kenobi. But hey, these green eyes believe in luck, and we're bringing the luck to you guys.
Yeah, that's what I can say is I got green eyes.
Yeah, man. You know, only 3% of the population has that.
Yeah, mine are like hazel. They're like green and they're like orange too. Okay, here we go. Jim Tim's got some questions right here. First, he says he knows how to make moonshine. All right, I would not be admitting that to anyone, especially on our channel, because we might be getting followed by the alphabet people.
Yeah, just go ahead and send us your address too after that, if you could, Mr. James.
I think he's talking about John Moran here, but here you go. How does it work with bipolar?
Yep, check out the website, man. It'll tell you exactly how it does, man. There's a lot. Like
he's the spokesman.
Do your research, okay? Do your research, and also you're gonna have to get, you know, a doctor's note saying that you could get this done. Okay, it could be your mental health doctor, you know, it could be your family physician, but you're gonna need a note saying that you can do this. But yeah, do your research. There's a ton of research out there, you know, and there's a ton of stories I've heard. I've heard some horror stories where, you know, people have gone to get this done and they needed to be carried out of the office. But what's happening is people that are administering it are not doing it slowly enough. You know what I mean? You can't just, you know,
this ain't a 30-minute oil change.
This ain't a 30-minute oil change.
This ain't Jiffy Lube. This ain't Burger King. Have it your way.
That's it, man. We are not trying to get you out of there to get to the next person. We're trying to take care of you and have you live your best life.
That's because they need Geo goes more. But it has been taken out of everything. I don't know what that means. You know, I'm not exactly the picture of health. All right. I am an example of someone who needs health and wealth. And wealth is health and health is wealth. All right. And Jim Tim, I think you may need to come on the show because the show is just funner with Jim Tim. I have more fun when Jim Tim is on Totem Pole Nation and life lessons. Life lessons. You know, Coach McNally is already tweeting.
Okay.
And I've got a guy text me about his son's baseball game yesterday. That's great. And then Coach Jackson, Henry Jackson, my great friend from Amelia who coaches with me. He wants a game schedule. I'll get it to you, Henry.
But yeah, man, what's going on big there, man? Like the downtown St. Pete area is having a big old rocking party. Every place that has, you know, Irish music, it's going to be going crazy today. So be careful out there, folks. There's going to be a lot of people out there today, and probably going to be under the influence. So take an Uber. Take an Uber.
Why did Richmond have Shamrock the Block last week? And I don't know. Because it's
that time change messed them up, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently it messed up everybody.
I got the all NFL 22 package for $25. So I've been sitting watching a team, the Ravens, been watching their offense.
So that's what you do. You can just watch it all year round. How you like that?
I mean, I used to not, but I don't know. What was it? 2 years ago, we went to the shotgun, but running like the I formation out of the shotgun. So the tailback is behind the quarterback, like 3 yards, and the Ravens are like they're like the main team that does that. Well, they used to be Greg Roman. So I just been watching them. But no, I mean usually I don't. I think I've probably been more obsessed with football this off season. With talking to all of these coaches. I mean it's motivating. You know, when you got Jim McNally and all these coaches you're talking to, and you're getting to coach your guys. What's the rules in Florida? Can they work with their players in the off season?
Dude, we got spring games and stuff like that. Of course, yeah. Like they play a game before they leave school, and it might be coming up next month, I believe. But they do a spring game where you'll get all the guys that are returning. You possibly have even transfers available. And
so you're telling me guys that don't even go to your school can play?
No.
They have to be enrolled.
They have to, they have to be enrolled. Yep. But yeah, you play against other competition, I believe, and it's always, it's funny too because although it's the game doesn't count, somehow they still post the scores. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Y'all played T one year.
Yeah, we went down there.
What is that animal like?
Oh man, I mean, yeah, it was being between immovable object, and an irresistible force, and we were busted up in the middle. We actually played pretty tight with them in the first, I don't know, the first couple series, but then man, their speed just took over, and we were way bigger than those guys, man. But all their guys were. Their whole offensive line just looked like a bunch of wrestlers that were 5'9", 5'10", 225-pound guys that were just playing like their life depended on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were all very, very tough team. But yeah, man, that was a team. We went there, and I think they had won 3 state back-to-back championships. And I remember when we got off the bus, man, there was just this old head right there. We were going off the bus, and he was just like, "You boys ain't ready for this. You boys ain't ready for this." And I just remember looking at our guys getting off the bus like, dude, we've got bigger team than some college teams. You know what I mean? But when we got back on that bus, man, that guy had it dead on. He hit it dead on. Those guys, they did. They took us to the woodshed, and that doesn't ever happen. You know what I mean? But it was a good thing because week later, our season starts, and we go on a tear because we're playing against competition closer to what we were or a little under us. You know what I mean? So, and it also it was a big boost up to some of the guys because some of the guys weren't sure if they could play at that level. Got smoked this week, and then the next week they're out there balling out of their minds. So it was a good boost, man. And it's a good time to test out the different kinks and check different matchups and stuff like that. Maybe you got a guy you're not sure if you want him to play guard or tackle. You can play him at both spots and see how he reacts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But big week for Coach T, right? Coach Tatum's got that big clinic going on tomorrow. I think over 255 coaches. Unbelievable, man! It's going to be a OL-a-thon.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. I'm happy for him. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, he had sent me the information, but unfortunately, with the business and how it's going, there's no days off with us. You know what I mean? We got to be in there, and I got to be available. The best ability is availability, so that's what I'm trying.
You're
to
available.
That's what I'm trying to be for the company. But I looked at his list and everything, and I was scrolling down, and I was scrolling down, and I was scrolling down, and I was like, oh my goodness, 250 some guys, like. I told him, I was like, man, I'm so proud of you, coach. That is such an amazing task, man, at his
Awesome.
age. You know what I mean? 26 years old.
He has the presence, social media presence, man.
Yeah, he is doing it big.
I mean, he really does. I'm looking. He tweeted 24 minutes ago. I'm gonna retweet it. 21 coaches ready to speak. I'm retweeting it right now, man.
But yeah, I think I'm going live on my Twitter. I don't know how, but I think we do. I think we just switch it up every once in a while. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while we just post it on Facebook. Every once in a while just on,
Yeah, we got 10 people. We got
How'd
10
that
people.
Happen? We just had 3 people. Now we got 10.
Yeah, on Totem Pole Nation. We love y'all.
Yeah, we love y'all. Go enter. Go enter. Go enter the sweepstakes. St. Pete Rejuvenate. But yeah, Cultivate Wellness. What a sponsor they are, man. If you have any issues or anything, you need some good stuff to get you through this amazing weekend. You're not sleeping properly. Your love life isn't what it needs to be. Go to Cultivate Wellness. They have the products that'll get you dialed in and dialed up. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I do. I got to get in touch with Coach to see when their scrimmage is, and also I want to check to see if we can't get if they're gonna have time for me and the Cyborg to go over there and maybe have him preach to the choir a little bit, because I don't think you could have a better motivational speaker than the man A.D. Palmore, the Cyborg. I'm very thankful for what that guy's doing and for how he has adapted and overcome the adversity that he has.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nope.
There's TT.
Yeah. Just listen to my drive. Can't wait to raffle info. Those I need it. Yeah, exactly. We do. We're doing this raffle just out of the the goodness of our hearts. Sometimes like I say, man, whenever you're having a bad day, Totem Pole Nation, go do something good for somebody else. It's always going to come back to you. And look, let me show you Exhibit A right here. This is Exhibit A. This means everything to me. I just happened to go say hello and that I liked the t-shirt. Now look what I got. You know what I mean? One of one right here by Miss Tony Green. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for blessing me. I needed that way more than you did. And I got a big hug. And yeah, my wife was like, what were you doing in there? And I was like, well, I just had my day made. So I'm just living the dream, babe. Yeah, man.
You are, man. You are a YouTuber. Do you tell people that you're a YouTuber? Do you tell people you have a podcast?
I try to. I mean, I try to, like, people that know me, that haven't seen me, they're like, well, what have you been up to? And so I tell them, we're trying what we got going on with the business. And then I say, we do this morning podcast. And I mean, do people listen to half the things you say though? You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess I am a YouTuber.
You're a YouTuber. You're an influencer.
Thank you.
You're an influencer.
Appreciate it. Hopefully it's a good influence or motivated influence, because that's what got me here. What got me here was being motivated and being ready to change and adapt. You know what I mean? I was the one that didn't come from parents that were super disciplined on me. I was one of those kids that had a lot of time by himself. And when you have a lot of time by yourself, you can either beat yourself down or you can build yourself back up. You know what I mean? And at one time, I just had to recreate who I was. I just started showing up every single day like the guy I wanted to be. I showed up like Coach Bland. You know what I mean? I showed up like Coach Taylor. You know what I mean? Maybe I didn't always want to, but guess what? I got after it. And every day tried to get a little bit better, like Coach Tony Anthony Taylor. Big
like
T.
Coach Jim McNally.
Like Coach Jim McNally. That's right. I started off, couldn't do one pull-up. Now I'm repping out like Coach is.
How many can you do?
Sir.
I think you need to challenge Coach Jim McNally. How many can you do?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
Can you do them with your shirt off from behind?
Well, I don't know if we'll get the ratings. Our ratings might just, drop dramatically if that happens.
I don't know about that, man. I think our ratings will go up. Every time you post a picture with your shirt off, we get more views.
That's weird, man. That's weird.
Hey, it's okay.
But, hey, and that's the thing, man. I thought, like, I don't know. It seems like the whole culture's changing. Like it's not okay to be masculine. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna be who I am. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna open that door. I'm always gonna call you ma'am, or I'm always gonna call you sir. That's just who I am.
Southern gentleman.
Hey, man, I'm afraid one day I don't do that, and my mom's gonna come out of the bushes and drop kick me. And
yeah,
I've had one too many drop kicks where I don't need that to happen no more.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, she did. She always distilled those little things in me. Like, you better hold them doors open, always never turn down a good chance to be a good gentleman.
Man, what a great piece of advice.
Yeah, it really is. And that's exactly what happened last night. When I saw those ladies, and I liked the shirts, and I just felt like I needed to say hi, and I did, and boom. Priceless, man. Priceless.
No doubt, man.
Never know who's rainbow you are in those clouds.
Yeah. Maya Angelou.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, I guess we'll wrap it up. Does that sound good to you?
Hey, man, I'm down for whatever. Let's rock. Yeah. You got a busy day today, man. I
do. But yep. Big shout out, Cultivate Wellness. Health is wealth. Check out the website, get some products. Stop living life in a blur. Stop living with all that pain. Visit them. Go in the store. Ask for my amazing cousin Julia. She's working. She'll hook you up. Just tell her what's wrong with you. She'll take care of the hard work. And St. Pete Rejuvenate. Like I said, go to the website. Give us your information. Put somewhere on there for the raffle. All right. Get in this raffle. That raffle alone is probably saving you at least $1,500 at least. Okay. That's a lot of money. Everybody could use an extra $1,500, to do other things. You know what I mean? So, health is wealth. But check us out, St. Pete Rejuvenate. And, it's all about changing lives, man. Live a better life. You don't have to struggle with all this. You know what I mean? You've got people on your side, but if you're not using them and you're not taking advantage of your advantages, you're just living in the past, But
Amen.
Besides that, Totem Pole Nation, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Happy St. Patty's Day. To the next episode.